All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Art with Errol podcast. This is our Monday check in. Let's go. All right, everybody. This is our final podcast for this year in 2025. Moving into 2026. I appreciate everyone. I have got to say that for all of the likes, the comments, and everything we've been receiving on our gaming channel and the art channel, our podcast channel's been a little lacking, but it's okay. You know, we have had a successful year of growth and learning. Really. It's been a great year for growth, learning, and we tried new things. You know, we pushed the limits, and I think we're going to continue that into next year, y'all. At least that's my goal, to continue that into next year. There will be some adjustments to our schedule going forward. This next year, I really want to kind of hone things in. You know, we've been really good about being consistent this year. It has been a great year for consistency. Pretty much every Monday, I think we got in the podcast. Almost every Friday, we got in an art video. You know, we got in at least 1 or 2 game streams in a week, sometimes 3. So we've done really well, I think, at being consistent. And then I've also been very consistent at doing the Bit of Gaming News, which, you know, I like, and I would think I'm going to push that forward. There was a couple videos that I cut out. I was doing the Prime Gaming, you know, every month, but I think we're going to just tailor back on that one, and the we'll tie in, you know, new games into the Bit of Gaming News, I think, some kind of way. So what I wanted to talk about was just into next year, and that's, you know, that's the schedule. So let's dive into our upcoming schedule, which I think we're going to be able to do really well at. But it also is going to accommodate, you know, my family life, work, and everything. So we'll continue on Monday podcast, and we will do that, and then we'll do 30 minutes of art. So that will be the add-on for Mondays. Going into Tuesday, there won't be anything. It'll just be nothing that day. And then Wednesdays, we will do a bit of drawing, at least 30 minutes, and then a bit of gaming. And Thursday will be the same. It'll be art and gaming. So we're going to get in a lot more art videos next year, which should help out us building up our art channel. Also, on Fridays will be just art. We're going to concentrate on completing whatever piece we're working on. So the concept or the idea is we will do some sketches on Monday. We'll kind of finalize the sketches on Wednesday and, you know, get it into like a drawing state for between Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, hopefully we're just, you know, color and painting. At least that's my idea, to do a little bit more canvas work or complete drawings. So we're going to take whatever we're doing and we're going to put a lot more work into it instead of just doing 1 to 2 hour sketch, just really quick and fast, and just we're knocking something out. So our art content's going to really be leveled up next year. And that's going to be our big focus. Our big push is to get deeper into our artwork, and we're going to learn and grow together. So y'all need to have your art supplies ready. You need to be ready to go, because once we start hitting, you can follow along, you can draw, you can paint, and follow along. That's what it should be. You know, participation. Join in. You know, we'll pick stuff. Hopefully more people will come and make suggestions of stuff we can draw and paint together. So that's the idea. We're going to run with that. So yeah, we are decreasing the amount of gaming we're doing and increasing the art. So we should still get a fairly good amount of content with both channels. So I will continue to bit of gaming news. There'll be an everyday video for the gaming channel, and then we'll get at least 2 game streams in each week, hopefully, if that works out. And we'll get art content, a lot of art content. We're going to increase our art content, and I think that's going to be a lot more fun. So I'm really excited about all this. I think the changes are going to be great. There'll always be that one-off day when like family appointments or other things are going on that I have to like switch or move things around. But I think I got a solid schedule for next year, and we're going to push into that, and I think we're going to do great. And this should help us excel and, grow our community of art and gaming. And at least that's in my mindset. That's what I think. And we're going to actually look at some projections, which I brought up Social Blade. I'll put that on the screen here for those who are viewing this either on Twitch or on it will be on YouTube, and it will be on Spotify. So if you're viewing, I will pull that up so we can kind of like look and see where our projections are, and hopefully come up with some guesses of what we can push to try and do better at. I think this past year we've done really well at doing a bit of gaming news, and that's really why I want to continue that on. And I think it's a little informative, and I try to make it a little fun. So hopefully I'm achieving that. I just need to get better at the way I'm presenting the information, and that's something I'm still pushing on, and I'm still working on that. My delivery method, and trying not to just be reading like a robot or anything like that. So we're gonna continue to push and work on that so I can deliver that in a better way for next year as well. So big update too. We also got another big update. We've got for Christmas the Blackmagic camera, 4K live camera. So this is going to help us level up our art video quality, the quality of our art videos. And I am very excited for this. I can't wait to get it up and running. I was thinking maybe I would record a full unboxing and setting it up and stuff when I get the camera stand. So that's the only thing I'm missing. I should get it soon. We'll get it up and set up, and then I will figure out how to use it so that we can have some high quality art video content, which is I think that's going to make it look better. It's going to really level up our art content. That's I think that's what the piece we've been missing is high quality art videos. And we're going to continue, like I said, to work on making the content not just high quality, but better in every way. So I want to make it better in every way. So high quality, better videos, better speaking. I got to be clear with my speaking. I'm still working on it every day. We're going to really have better content all around next year. And that's just the goal. That's the goal. So we're pushing really hard next year. And I think that camera is going to really help us out. So I'm very excited about that. We should have, pretty decent lighting. I think I got the lighting in here kind of figured out. When we go to do the easel work and set canvases up and stuff, I will have a backdrop set up, and we're gonna make it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Got big ideas. It's gonna be really great. So yeah, I think we've got a really decent and solid way forward. A lot of good things going to be happening next year. We've had a lot of growth, and I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit, so we can dive into growth for next year, which we hit. Like I said before, I did a video on us hitting 200 subscribers, which I wanted to hit before the end of this year, and we did. We did on our gaming channel, and that was amazing. I appreciate everyone for being a part of that. So let me go ahead and bring up. We're going to, where is that? Social Blade. So we can kind of talk about how we're going to move forward on our subscribers and all that. So, growing the community is basically what I'm talking about here. Just looking at Social Blade, and I've been more active on my art channel, but because we're going to add in so many more art videos next year, this should change. The projection for next year. So we're looking at by 2027, it's saying that we could achieve 394 more people in our community, right? Growing our community. So this definitely will change based on the amount of content we can put out. So since we're going to be doing more art content, it should go up. Because just looking at how well we did on our gaming channel here, by just putting out a video every day, we're showing by next year we could be at 500 new community members basically by mid-November. That's pretty good. I've always had slow growth on my channels on YouTube, and I think that if we continue on the path we're going, these metrics will change. We will see more people joining, more people participating. I'm definitely seeing a lot more participation on our gaming channel. People are commenting now. I have more commenters. We have more people liking the videos and stuff. So we're going to keep progressing. And I think with the consistency and the direction we got, this could be way better by the middle of next year, especially with the art channel. Once we start pushing out more art content, so I'm really excited for next year. I really am. I'm really excited. I think we're going to close out this year. Obviously, I'm making a little less content during this holiday time frame because, it's family time. So, I'm more focused on that than anything. But we're going to stay consistent into next year. And we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep growing. And I hope you guys stick with me on this journey. I greatly appreciate the folks that have been supporting and have been showing up and watching the content and liking and commenting. I mean, it's wonderful. Thank you. That's the only thing I can say there. But based on everything we kind of discussed and talked about, let me know what you guys think about this. Are you excited that I got a new camera? Y'all, you're gonna get a lot better art videos. I mean, it's coming. We're gonna be some production level with this kind of camera. We can do real production level stuff. I mean, it's gonna be wonderful, I think. So we're gonna push out that more art content. Gaming will kind of level out, be about the same ish, just a little bit less. The podcast, we're gonna keep it going, and we'll discuss it as we go, and kind of talk about, where we see things going, and we'll alter the schedule, and we'll maybe alter content as we go, and we can discuss that here on the podcast every Monday, where we check in and kind of look back at the last week. Yeah. But I do want to hear from you guys, so please let me know in the comments, whether, you're doing it on YouTube, or if you're on Spotify, or wherever you're hearing the podcast. And if you're only hearing this, you probably couldn't see the camera. It's a Blackmagic 4K camera. I did show that, and I did show off some of the projections for Social Blade, which anybody can look that up. I mean, you can just go on Social Blade and type in Art with Errol Gaming or Art with Errol and see what I was displaying. You don't even need an account. You don't have to sign in or anything. So real easy to do that. You can look up anybody. So I'm really excited for next year. I'm happy with what we've done, and this is more of a appreciation video for those who are sticking with me on this social media journey as we move into the next year, y'all. And if I don't see you, Happy New Year. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up, y'all. I think that's where we're going to wrap it up. So don't forget to subscribe or like or whatever. Follow the podcast wherever you're at. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one, y'all.